Hi, I'm Jerry Kelvin, and my channel is all about photographing and filming wildlife. Now what have I got in store for you today? Let's take a look. Well, hi and welcome to a windy sea spray. Nicked off for a short break, 3 days with my brothers that are fishing just behind me here. It's midday, so of course sun's right above me. And that's what we're going to talk about on this little video, about using the sun to our advantage no matter what time of day it is. And when the sun's not there, well, we'll talk about that when it happens. Tomorrow's supposed to be a bit of a rainy day. Well, let's talk about the conditions that I have right now. Sun's up high, so that means if a bird comes up above me, it'll be dark and not lit up properly, so it's not a good photograph at all. What I'll be after now at this time of day is the swallows are tracking up and down this inlet here. Because I'm up on a bank, I'm looking down on them, so that'll be great. They'll be lit up properly by the sun. Be able to have a good look at the colours on the top of them. Might get a bit of a turn, still get the sun on them as they're turning, coming back at me. Be awesome. Because they're so fast and hard to photograph, I tend to track them from a distance. So they're coming down from up near that pier there, and coming down, following the line of the insects and then coming back. So just continually tracking them. Hopefully they'll come up close enough and the camera will focus on them and we can get a good shot. So that's what I'm going to do now. Later on, a couple of more hours, the sun will start dropping down. See if I can get some birds in flight with that nice sky. Man, they are so fast. I'll go behind me as well now. They're so fast, it's so hard to track them. Just when you think you've got them on track, everything's going well, and they're starting to come right up to you. I think they're going left and they end up going right. It's really hard to keep on, but anyway, I think I got some good shots there. Might go up and see how these guys have been going, whether they've been catching any fish. Well, this is my older brother Paul, and he's going to tell us how he sets up for a bit of a day of fishing. So what do you do first?
Well, first of all, you get your fishing rods and whack a sinker on with a hook, bit of bait, and just chuck it out there. And you just wait.
How long?
How long? Till the fish can be biting the bait off.
How much longer are we going to have to wait?
How long you got?
Okay. Well, as you could probably tell, I'm not into fishing. I find it quite boring. Like a lot of action myself. And I've got it right here. The swallows have actually got some babies resting on the rocks here. So they're teaching them how to fly, but while they're having a rest on the rocks, the adults are going about their business of catching insects. So I've got some really good action here, so I'm going to get into it. Now the sun is slowly starting to drop. So as it drops on a much lower angle, I can start to take photographs of birds higher off the water, lifting up as it drops down. And here's a few photographs just to show you the difference between the sun above, where we get lots of shadows on the sides. Another one when we get that beautiful sunlight on a very flat plane on the same level as the bird when it's flying. So just a bit of a reference to go off about what can happen when you go out in different lighting conditions, different times of the day with the sun at different angles. Turn the camera on first. Whoa. Seagull's boring. Whoa! Got the eagle, sea eagle, but he's on the wrong side there. Come back over this way. That's it, mate. Ah, look at me, look at me. Yeah, not the best. Still a lot of shadows underneath. But these guys might give me something. And they're turning, like this one here. Come on, come back. Come back. Come back. Here he comes. Well, I've come to sit down at the bank here because the swallows are now catching all the crabs that are coming out. Not quite sure what you call them, but we think they're called high God, because that's what they do. They put their arms up and go, hallelujah, brother. I'm going to try and get a shot of one actually catching it. 100 to 1 shot, but we'll try. Down at the beach, sea spray, not too bad a night. I'm going to try and get some time lapse of the sun going down later on. We're also going to have a bit of a play now, trying to get some pippies. Does anyone know how to get pippies? Not quite sure what I'm supposed to be looking for. Little bubbles coming out of holes as the waves go back. We'll have a play, see what we can get. Good morning. The forecast for today is rain in the morning and right through the day. I think we've got away with it. It's looking reasonable. There is quite a bit of cloud, which is a different thing than we had yesterday. It was quite sunny. This means that we can talk about these sort of conditions to take photographs in. See how I go a bit later on. Getting lots of birds here this morning. Can't take any photographs of them because it's pretty bad light. Did a bit of time lapse, that worked out all right, I think. Yesterday I had my shotgun microphone on with the dead cat on because it was so windy, and it peaked out a bit, didn't it? Yes, I didn't have it adjusted down enough. We'll avoid that today, make sure we get it right. Something else I didn't get right, I kept saying so a lot. I'll watch out for that today. Gone backwards a little bit. Keep working on those sort of things, and that's what my YouTube thing's all about. It's all about practice for me. Now we're going up to the end of Sea Spray, the very point, which is a big reserve. My brother reckons there's a good spot up there for fishing, that the tide has to be out, which it is right now. So I'm going to have to go back quickly, go pick them up, and we'll shoot up there and see what the day brings for us. There's supposed to be a lot of wildlife up there. We've seen a few snakes there last time we came up. Yeah, we'll have a look what's going on. Got some kangaroos out here having a bit of a fight, see whether I can get them on film and then nick off and go and pick the boys up. We're ready for our adventure. Walking down to Cape Lip Trap Coastal Park. We're all ready to go? Yep. Alright, onwards and upwards. Well, we've reached our destination. I haven't introduced my baby brother yet. Say hi, Jeff.
Hi, Jeff.
Right, get yourself set up. You can see some trails here from another wombat, my baby wombat. Paul's going to show us, my older brother, how to set up for this sort of environment that we have here for fishing. Inverloch's over the other side, so in this great big bay, the water's running in, filling up, tide's coming up. Hopefully he's going to get a fish. How do we set up, Paul, a day's fishing in this sort of place that we have here?
Just got my light gear, just got the running rig there with the 2-ounce sinker on it, bit of a leader with a size 2.0 long shanked hook with a bit of squid on the end.
Doesn't look very appetising.
Usually get some whiting and stuff around here.
Okay. Beautiful. Right.
Don't go too far out or it gets washed down. The current runs pretty hard here.
Probably get snagged too. Oh, beautiful. Thanks for that. Now, I'm going to give my brother something that I've talked about before. A stick with a V-net, the most useful tool you can get in the forest and out on the beach. Here you go, bro. Put that on there and we'll be able to rest.
Ooh, get the bite there.
Oh, get the bite. No? Yeah, put it on and you'll be able to have a rest without worrying about wearing the arms out.
Well, thanks. It's great.
No worries, always my pleasure to help. He's getting a bit of a bite there. You got him?
Yeah. Yeah. Got a fish.
First fish of the day.
Yeah.
That one's getting a kiss and going back, I'm sure.
Gotta watch these little buggers, are a bit spiky. Settle down. Off you go.
Alright, so I've brought him a bit of luck already with my stick, so
Oh,
yeah,
it's
awesome.
amazing.
I'll leave you with it. I'm going to go off and do some photographing,
Yeah.
see what I can get.
Chuck her back out again. He's gone now. I'll use a proper one. Okay. Bloody sticks. What are we? Not in the Stone Age.
When you're down the beach, you'll see a lot of ground cover, like this one here, covering over the trees and over the flat areas. And I can't remember the name of it, but I'm always into bush foods. And these ones are beautiful with scallops and pigface as well. They get the young shoots off pigface, blanch them, a couple of scallops, put a little bit of a dressing over it. Beautiful, loved it when I had it the other day. That's not a real good example. Their leaves usually quite big, but they're a succulent sort of texture, like your cactus sort of thing, man. Loved it. Well, have a look at this. I'd say the scouts have been out having a bit of a play, making a teepee. Awesome. Wind's picking up, light's pretty bad. I'll come close and talk to you. Yeah, the light's pretty bad. It's not real good for photography, even for something like this. You could use it in the as a landscape photo, but it'd be much better if it had shadows at the right time of day. But hey, we got no sun, so we can't talk about it. Might put my close-up lens on. I'll take some photographs of some of the flowers and stuff around here. Keep wandering, maybe something might pop out at me that's interesting to take a photograph of. I have the 7D Mark II here with an 18 to 55mm lens, kit lens. It goes with the 7D Mark II. I also have a close-up lens that screws on, and that's the 250D. Works really well with this lens. Very shallow depth of field though. Around the edges it tends to blur off a little bit, but does a good job. I found a nice bunch of yellow flowers here, some natives, and there's lots of little bee-like, fly-like things. I'm not quite sure what they are. I've seen them before. And I might actually go searching on the internet when I go home and find out what they're called. Right, so got my close-up lens on, got the flash on to bring a bit more light in, because it is quite dim here. And I've got it set to my 55mm, and I can get up fairly close to them, get some good shots, always remembering what's in the background. Might be something that the flash might reflect off, like these branches here, very reflective. Have that in the background, might look a bit crappy. Depends on the positioning of the insect. Try and get around, get different angles, hopefully it won't fly off, and get rid of that bit of a problem in the background, and yeah, get a nice, more pleasurable looking image. I'll always try to be a good Boy Scout backpack usually weighs about 9 to 10 kilos. Whenever I go out in the bush, have everything in there, you just never know what's going to happen. Got my first aid kit. Because the tide's up now and we've got all this driftwood along the beach, I took my shoes off. Walked through the water so I could get around some of them. Stood on something pretty bloody sharp, so it's badly cut. Well, you don't have to bring the harp, play the harp just yet, it's not bad. But anyway, yeah, first aid kit is there, ready for me to use. And I can, while I'm having a sook at me cat, always got a bit of trail mix in the bag. And so that I could clean it up, always have a little towel in there, little hand towel, face towel, so I can clean the sand and stuff off. So, being a good Boy Scout certainly pays to have a lot of stuff in your bag. You just never know when you're going to need something. Well, I've made it to the end of the park. Raincoat on, it's been raining for a few minutes. Yeah, so the weather's closed in. Might not be able to do a lot more. It's very dark. Yeah, so at least I can say finally, this is the second time I've tried to walk up to the end of the park. Yeah, so here we are. Lots of opportunities on a good day to take photographs of this driftwood. Yeah, you get the right shadows that look really good. Have a bit of a play, muck around. Use a fisheye lens, get creative. Yeah. Great view. Be a good landscape shot, but yeah, not today. Alright. Might walk back and see what the boys are up to, whether they've caught any fish. Probably not. What have you been catching while I've been away?
Wow. These little things have been stealing our bait. Little wrasse, parrotfish, whatever you want to call them. Annoying little bastards.
Oh, that's enough. You're taking over the show now, yeah. It's my fishing show, not his. Anyway, okay, so how have you been setting up for here? There's a lot of snags around.
Yeah, same setup as before. Just your little slider rig, the little sinker with a leader, a long shanked hook. That's it.
Yeah, just try and pull them in real quick before we get snagged.
That's it.
There you go. It's been raining, it's been shitty. I'm getting hungry. Everyone's getting grumpy. Alright. Might see about going home myself. Catch you later.
Got on something big here. See what happens when you guys leave. Nice little gummy, 38 centimetre flathead, whiting.
Got washed out this afternoon, but I've come down to the beach. It's pretty nice at the minute. Got the sun setting down there, it's looking really good. I'm going to do some more time lapse, more practice with that. Right. Catch you later on, maybe in the morning. Not quite sure what we're doing, it all depends on the weather. Good morning. Actually, it's not. It's pretty crappy. Sun's just peeking out for a minute. It's been raining all morning. Really strong wind. So we're pulling the pin. Going home. Had a few jars last night, so my head's not clear. What did we do yesterday? Oh, we did a bit of fishing. Well, they did a bit of fishing. I did a bit of photography. A bit of muck around. Different conditions of taking photographs, what to do. Had a bit of fun with me brothers, and yeah, that's the end of it. We're going home. And how do I finish up? normally. Oh yes, that's right. If you'd like to subscribe, click on the subscription button down below and you'll get notification whenever I do anything else. And if you'd like to go and have a look at all the things I've been doing over the years, flash photography, birds in flight, there's tons of stuff there. Click on my icon down below. Now just remember, if you don't do, you don't get. So get out there and start photographing and filming wildlife. It's raining, I'm going. Don't go away, I've got some things that I've cut out, so bloopery sort of things. See ya. So how's it been going with fishing?
Like that.
So what have you been catching while I've been away?
Just heaps of these little wrasse still.
Take trick.
Slippery little sucker.
End of the walking down to Cape Lip Trap Coastal Park. Praying to God. Putting her arms up. Hey! Praying. That sounds crap. Start. All those videos I've been doing over the years, like flash photography, birds in flight, taking photographs, close-ups. I don't know, I can't remember. It's starting to rain again anyway.
Yeah, he's missed all the action, should have been here.